Welcome to another copywriting tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn how to write sales copy that sells. So, let's get into the presentation. Copywriting tutorial: how to write sales copy that sells. What makes your copy successful? It's very simple. You have to measure the number of sales that your copy generates. In other words, what your job as a copywriter is turning views into clicks, clicks into leads, leads into sales. So, the ultimate goal of copywriting is to make a sale. So that is how you are going to measure the success rate of your copy. What you can do is you can easily measure the call to action. Count the number of call to action that has been done by your readers. So that way you can have an indication of the success rate of the copy. Also, in order to make your copy more effective, you have to use persuasion, and that will help to influence people to buy from you. Now let's have a look at those important elements in your sales message, in other words, sales copy. The first one is pre-head. So what is the use of pre-head? That pre-headline is used to select the audience. That means your ideal customer. That is very hyper specific. Now here's a mistake that most copywriters do. They will think that everyone is my customer. That is a very big mistake, because if you think that everyone is your customer, guess what? Nobody is your customer. You have to be hyper specific and you have to know your customer very well. Also, here you are going to narrow down the audience, and once you narrow down, it will be easier for them to get connected with you. At the same time, as I said earlier, you have to target the ideal group of people that you are trying to target. That way it will be easier for you to persuade them to buy from you and invest in your product or service. The second one is headline. So, what is the purpose of the headline? The purpose of the headline is to grab the attention of the reader and redirect that attention into the body copy. So that is the primary purpose of the headline. Here, what you can do is you can target the pain point and the burning emotions of your customer or the client. That is the key for successful headline. Also, you have to have a very specific claim in your headline. That way, it will build trust in your customer's mind. When writing headlines, also make sure that you are highlighting the benefit, not the feature, because people care what is in it for them. So you have to identify that. You have to identify the main benefit of your product or service and then highlight it in the headline so that it captures the attention of the ideal prospect. Now this is called the WIIFM. What is in it for me? You have to focus on the customer, not you, not your product, not your company. Because the more you focus on the customer, it will be easier for you to convince them to buy your product or service. The third element is hook. You guessed it. So this is the third element of a successful ad. Here what you can do is you can use imagination in order to hook the reader to your advertisement copy. You can think, how would they feel once their problem is solved? You can put yourself in their shoes and then paint a mental picture in their mind using your words. So that way it will be easier for you to get connected with them and persuade them to buy your product. Now, here's a quick tip. You can act as if the problem is gone. Once you think like that, it will be easier to kind of mirror the behavior of the customer, and then it will be easier to connect with them. The fourth element is called the proof. Nowadays, people are looking for proof because there are so many options out there. There are so many services, there are so many vendors, so they are skeptical. So they seek proof. So how do we handle this? OPO. So what is OPO? OPO is other people's opinion. That is way more powerful than what you say about yourself, because that is coming from a genuine customer. So how do you get advantage of this OPO, other people's opinion? You have to use testimonials. Ideally you should use video testimonials, but if you can't get video testimonials, what you can do is you can use text testimonial with their emails. Now you might have a question like this: how many testimonials do I need? As many as you can, because there is no limit for testimonials. The more the better. Now you might wonder, why do you need testimonials? Because a person might read your copy and have a look at the testimonial section, and there is a tendency that he or she finds a similar person in the testimonial section. So that way he or she will trigger, that guy exactly looks like me. So if this product works for him, definitely it should work for me. That is what is going in their mind. So did you understand the use of testimonials? Very good. Let's move to the next slide. It is about value justification. That means comparing values. Here you have to make them feel that they are getting a good deal. You have to specifically mention, you have to specifically compare the benefits with the cost that they are going to bear. Make them feel that they are paying less and gaining more. That way it will be easier for them to feel that, okay, this is a no-brainer, I should act right now and buy this product. Now if you do this correctly, it will be easier to justify the price as well. That is a very good point to remember. Also, here what you can do is, in order to highlight the benefits, you can emphasize the results and the benefits that they are going to get once they purchase your product or service. The next element is risk reversal. You have to understand this. Customers don't believe you in the first place. So how do you handle this objection? Because you have to make them feel like risk is yours. So at first they think, okay, risk is mine, not yours. So I am not going to take any action. I am not going to buy from you. So you have to turn the tables and let them think that you have a rock solid guarantee. In some cases, they might have a fear. What if it doesn't work? So this is a very common objection when it comes to sales. So how do you handle this objection? By having a rock solid guarantee. Using a rock solid guarantee, what you can do is you can take the risk from their shoulder and put it on your shoulders, so that the customers feel more comfortable with you. Then the next element is call to action and urgency. You have to make them take action right now. Not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, not after 1 week, not after 1 month. Today, now, right now. Here, the best practice is always have a single call to action. Don't tell them to do 2, 3, 4, 5 things at once. Because the drawback of having multiple call to actions is the customer might get overwhelmed. When they get overwhelmed, they will become confused. Then when they become confused, they won't take any action. You need to tell exactly what to do. That means, for example, click this button and download the PDF. That much precise. You have to have clear instructions about the call to action. Here you have to justify why they should take action right now. You have to give a very good reason why they should act right now, not tomorrow, right? Why they should act right now. Now, why is this important? Because people procrastinate. They will think that, okay, I'll come back to this offer later, but guess what? They never come back. So, you have to handle this objection in advance. You have to trigger the urgency, emotion, and then that will be easier for them, and mention them exactly what needs to be done, and then you will be able to make the sale. So that is for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Click the subscribe button now. Also click the bell icon to enable notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when I release a new video.